Welcome back to episode 2 of the Humble Rise podcast, where we showcase up-and-coming entrepreneurs, business owners, and everything in that field. So today I've got a special guest who I've known for quite a while now. Helped me out quite a lot in terms of I've been to a few of his classes, but I'll introduce you in better. Hassan Zahid, boxing coach.
Yes, I was good.
That's me, man. How you doing? Were you good?
Good, not too bad.
You know what? I'll let you introduce yourself. How would you say? What would you view as? What's your title now?
It's the boxing coach.
Boxing coach.
Boxing coach will do. Yeah, it's fine with me. Yeah, Hassan Zahid, the boxing coach.
Yeah. Go get started. The question is like with boxing in general. Then, how did it start for you?
I've always loved boxing since I was a kid. I was one of them from a young age. My uncles, we were forced to watch, gladly. We were forced to watch like the Rocky films as kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watching Rocky 3, Drago, and Rocky, and we always had I've always had a thing where I've enjoyed the aspect of training and fighting and things like that.
Right.
I've always had an interest in it. My older cousins, etc. Everyone just loved boxing. I just always enjoyed the warrior aspect of things.
Yeah.
You know, how they carry themselves, how they can carry themselves, and things like that. And then I just got into it when I was young. I was about 15, 16. Local boxing gym in Haslingden. Not many people were boxing, to be honest with you. Not many Asian people anyway. They weren't boxing at a young age. Obviously, Amir Khan in the Olympics broke through. Everyone was onto boxing. Then we had someone to follow, and just took it from there. Really, just started boxing at a young age, doing it for a little bit, just to keep fit. 15, 16, 17. I wanted to start fighting. Went to the local boxing gym in Waterford, Love ABC, with my coach Paddy Connolly, etc. Took me under his wing. Never looked back. Started boxing as an amateur, and that was it. Then when you're boxing as an amateur, you have to literally eat, sleep, boxing.
Yeah.
You can't do anything else. You can't take no shortcuts, nothing, and that's it. I just got into it from there then, really.
From then, you've had an amateur career, if I'm right.
Yeah.
How long is that still carrying on, or is this?
No. I stopped fighting as an amateur after a couple of years, to be honest. And then I got my amateur license back again, and I was getting ready, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So I was gutted. I was in the shape of my life, everything. I weren't 18 anymore. I was about 22, 23.
Yeah.
I was more of a man, established. And then COVID hit, and then before you know it, everything stopped. The world stopped moving for a couple of years, and I was started getting back on it now, and etc. And then that's it. No, so I'm not boxing as an amateur anymore. I do a few charity fights, a few white collar license fights, raise a bit of money, things like that. Fought last year. That was the last time I fought. So yeah, I was supposed to fight again this year, but I've had a little baby girl, so I can't get sleep, so I can't train. It's a game changer.
No.
Well, definitely, I'm still gonna fight. Got the adrenaline. I missed the adrenaline buzz and everything.
Yeah.
Being in camp, so I want to fight soon. We'll just as soon as I get into a routine again.
Yeah. So kind of touching on that, you mentioned COVID. What other challenges did you have at the start? Would you think?
At the start, it was one of them where boxing cost, I think, like £3 a session, which might not seem like much now, but you know, when you're a kid and the backgrounds that we're from, we never really, we didn't struggle in terms of, we weren't living in a third world country or anything, but we didn't have much spare money and things like that, you know, to get to boxing. Do you know what I mean? People were always busy, my family and stuff.
Yeah.
So I had to jog there. Do you know what I mean? If I had the college bus pass, I'd use that.
Yeah.
So I'd use the college bus pass to get there. Sometimes there was no buses. When I didn't have a college bus pass, I was literally running there, running back.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? From Haslingden to Waterford,
Train.
a couple of miles, running there, training hard, sparring, everything, circuit training, running back.
Yeah.
Things like that. One, because I was trying to make weight and things, but there was times where I wouldn't eat in college because I needed that £3 for boxing. So I'd save that £3, get the free coach to the college, even though like I had like 3-4 hours free periods, but I couldn't pay for the bus to get there. Do you know what I mean? So I'd get a free coach there, get the free coach back, even if I was only in 2 hours that day, wait, come back, and then eat at home, run to boxing, train, pay with that whatever that I've not ate that day, come back, and then I'd eat. Do you know what I mean? And it was one of them. You have to, boxing is not for rich people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you say from that time where you said you just skip lunch, you couldn't eat and afford it because you had to pay for your boxing, you had to run,
and I had to make weight and things like that as well. That's another thing.
Would you say from then it instilled the discipline in you to kind of
discipline was there. I think my dad installed discipline at me from a young age. He was a serious disciplinarian, man, onto me, everything, you know, mosque and everything like that. He were onto me from a young age. Mosque teachers, they installed discipline. Boxing coaches, they installed discipline. All I've been is in a state of discipline since a very young age. Boxing, that's why I took well to it, because I was used to being in discipline. So it weren't challenging for me to, coach says, do star jump, do star jumps. Coach says, do push-ups, do push-ups. You're sparring 10 rounds, actually sparring 15. We just got on with it because we were disciplined from a young age and we enjoyed that aspect of discipline. But definitely, in terms of nutrition and stuff, because I had to make weight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to make a certain weight and stuff in the amateurs.
Yeah.
It's very tough. No drinking water. I never used to drink water on the day. Never used to eat until I weighed in. Then I drink water and then I'd go fight and things like that. But it helps you in the long run.
What's your amateur record now?
In the amateurs, I only had about 5 fights. Won 4, lost 1. And then on the non-thingy scene, I've had about 5 as well. So I think I've had 10 fights, won 9, lost 1.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, yeah.
And then from then on, where was your main transition into coaching? How did it spark?
Into coaching, this is how it started. I had like, obviously my younger brothers, you'll see the clips from them sparring earlier on and stuff like that. When they were about 5, 6, 4, when my youngest brother was about 3, I just got them training from a younger age because I was training too. Obviously, they see that and they want to train.
100%,
and it's just that you don't want them to get bullied. You don't want them to be bullied, but you don't want them to get bullied either. And it's rough out there, especially in schools and stuff. I experienced it. I got to see it firsthand. You know, you can't go telling the teachers, "Yo, sir, he's called me this," and "Sir, he's robbed this from me," and "Sir, he's done that." You got to stand on your own 2 feet sometimes. So I just want my brothers to be in a position where people wouldn't think about it. It'd be a deterrent. He boxes. He. Do you know what I mean? People, they'd be a bit wary of you then.
100%.
So I just thought I'm going to get my brothers into it. So it was like a natural phase of being an older brother, end up being a coach, and then I started focusing a bit more on them because I started boxing late. I was, 16, 17?
Right.
They started at 4, 5, 6. So I took them to the same gym as me. I was training, they were training, and then my coach would tell me, "Yo, you grab the pads now and start padding a few people and stuff like that." And then I was just focusing on my brothers a lot and stuff. And then I wanted them, they turned amateur, etc. They've had fights now and stuff like that. So I just started focusing a bit more on them, and then their friends wanted to come and train. My friends wanted to come and train. So you're just holding pads for your mates, and then you start learning how to hold pads, and then before you know it, and stuff like that. And I studied sports coaching and stuff in college, so it was a natural transition again. It's like almost everything led to that position.
What would you say the biggest impacts in our community you've had through the coaching? Any memorable moments you've had?
Yeah, man, loads. There was kids that come, I won't name them, but there were kids that came from abroad, for example, that lived in another country. They came, they were getting bullied, etc. I remember people take the mick out of them. They're wearing like shawakamis, on uniform days and things like that. And people tried bullying them. I remember just taking them on pads, this, that. Kid tried to bully him again. The bully got sparked out. Them things can't happen anymore. But that's just one child. There's loads and loads and loads. I can't explain to you how many parents call my kid's getting bullied. Can you? So long as they're in the right, if they're in the wrong, then they'll get disciplined the same way we got disciplined. But no kids from our area can get bullied anymore. That's the bottom line. That's the way. That's the biggest thing for me is the youth. To be honest with you, they can't get bullied anymore. They just can't. They look after themselves too well. They don't want to try anything. There's good unity now because they all know each other from the gym. There's a lot of love and respect and discipline now. They can't get bullied anymore. It's not capable of happening. So they can express themselves, and the good kids, you know what I mean, from good parents, etc. I've had kids, don't get me wrong, that were like bully types. Kick them out of the gym. Don't need people like that. There was kids that used to be bullies, but the kids that were getting bullied training, them kids can't get bullied by them anymore. Do you know what I mean? That's the biggest impact, is the whole area. It comes down to that. They're more than happy they can look after
themselves. Would you say that's your main motivation for carrying on this coaching? Yeah,
definitely. Because having kids, you want to help your own community, of course.
100%.
But I'm having my own kids and stuff now, and I want them, my own younger brothers, my own people, got to impact the environment and try and make it the way you want it to be. Do you know what I mean? So you got to start with that yourself and make that change yourself, instead of people sit there negative. Youngsters are like this now, youngsters are like that now, and they've never got nothing good to say. Do something about it. You know, that's what I think. Do something about it, and that's what I'm doing. I want people to be more disciplined, and I want people to be more thingy. As long as, do you know what I mean, they're not being idiots about it, things like that, and they don't take advantage of it, which they don't, to be honest. So we're all right in that sense.
With all this, then, what are the biggest lessons you've learned from all this?
The biggest lessons that I've learned is sometimes people being shells. They can't express themselves. You know, if you're in a room, everyone's got a different opinion. It's okay for you to have an opinion, as long as it's respectful and you're not like being racist or anything like that. You can have your own opinion, but sometimes you might think something's cool, they might not. And if you're in a room with 6 people, now I've trained, for example, they might say, I don't know, they don't like Batman, for example, or something. I might like Batman, do you know what I mean? Everyone's dissing Batman, for example, and I say, no, I think it's quite cool. You know, I can say that now. Before they'd be shut up. This, do you know what I mean? But I'm confident enough to say that now. I can sit there by myself and I can say that because I can express my opinion and people will respect it. Do you know what I mean? That's just like an example. But everyone should like Batman. But that's just an example of, you can express yourself a lot more. You can be kind and people won't look down at you and things like that. Sometimes if you be nicer, people might look down at you a little bit. No, I think, oh, he's a bit of a nerd, he's a bit of a geek or whatever. But You can be yourself. If you're a nerd, be a nerd. If you're whatever,
Yeah.
be whatever, you can be yourself. And that's the best thing I can say is you can fully express yourself without being shy or without worrying someone might say something or someone might do something.
Yeah.
No one's going to say or do anything because
Yeah.
they hold a level of respect for you now.
I was watching the session today, actually. Everyone
Yeah.
seemed quite close to it.
Yeah, man. It's people of all ages. Ash, 50 years old.
Yeah.
There were kids there that were Zayan, 9, 10, do you know what I mean? Young, everyone gets on with everyone sees you. It's good community, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great people, a lot of these people didn't know each other before they came in here. When they spent time together, you train together, you're in the trenches together.
Yeah.
You appreciate someone a bit more. They're working hard as you are. You don't want to train. You're knackered, you're doing a burpee and you're thinking, oh, I'm finished. But you look left and there's a guy struggling, but he's doing it. Look right, a guy struggling. Look forward, look backwards. Everyone's still doing it. You can't just stop, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it has like a domino effect on people. And it's a good environment. Everyone gets on, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone respects each other. I seen a quote, it says something like, when you sit with warriors, the conversation is different.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. When you sit with like-minded people who have strong work ethic and good morals, etc., who are fearless, you can have good conversations with them, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then for aspiring coaches, aspiring boxers, what advice would you give to them?
My advice to them would be, throw yourself in the deep end and don't be shy to drown, do you know what I mean? Someone will give you a helping hand eventually. You'll be able to stand up at some point. You'll start swimming at some point. Throw yourself in the deep end. Don't be shy. Get in contact. I know it can feel intimidating. You know, if you're going to start training or something, you're thinking, oh, these guys have been doing it for a while. Or this guy, he punches really hard. And automatically you think, oh, if he hits me like that, you start thinking, you know, things like that. The nicest people you meet are people that train because they've got a sense of discipline. They don't take advantage. If you come here, it might feel like an intimidating place until you come. Once you come here, everyone's friendly, everyone gets on. There's a newbie in there, no one will take advantage until you get to a certain level. If two people on the same level, they can spar hard. If someone's here and someone's here, he's not going to come all guns blazing at this person.
Right.
He'll help raise you up. Do you know what I mean? He'll come
Yeah.
down to raise you up, and then when he needs to go back up, he can go back up, etc. So don't be shy. Take that first step. It'll be the best first step you take.
Yeah.
Everyone's sweet over here. Everyone's nice. Get involved. Trust me. You won't regret it.
One thing I wanted to talk about, because I think it's for me as well, I'm trying to kind of work on in terms of how religion's impacting it as well.
Massively, man. Everything's religion. Everything's religion. You've got to be, in terms of the Prophet ﷺ, peace be upon him, he was fit, healthy, strong.
Yeah.
They were good at sports, you know what I mean? And all these people, they were athletic people.
Yeah.
They were in shape, good wrestlers, archery, horse riding, etc. Take boxing to a side, just training in general. Training in general, it's good to be fit, it's good to be healthy. Strong body, strong mind, do you know what I mean? They work hand in hand. You can't be, I think they completely work hand in hand. You can be mentally strong in your house, eating chocolates every day. How long will it last till you become depressed? You're training, etc. Therapy, whatever, you're sitting there, wicked, if you need that and it helps. But after you walk into a gym, the feeling afterwards, the endorphins that release, it's the best feeling. 100%. So Islamically, do you know what I mean? It installed discipline again into your faith.
Yeah.
A lot of the boys here, they're very into religion, do you know what I mean? Yeah. They spent a lot of time in the mosque. We have a lot of scholars that come train with us. Muftis, Maulana, Alims, Hafizes, a lot of them, they come and train, they come and stay fit. It's one of them where you need to know how to look after yourself. Yeah. For your women folk at home, 100%. It's our duty to be able to shield and protect, and it's our nature to serve and protect, etc. And all these people, it's important to be a warrior. To be a warrior is almost embedded into Islam. Yeah. When you sit there and you read the stories, they were all such warriors, you know what I mean? My dad brought me up on that from a young age, 3, 4, reading books, you know what I mean? And sitting, listening to Hayat al-Sahaba, Fazail al-Mal, and reading them and just talking about what warriors, Ali Radhiyallahu anhu was, Khalid bin Walid, I read his biography and all these things, and you realise their mentality, the growth, they think different. You don't panic, you don't think, I want to go mosque, for example, I'm hearing all these riots are kicking off. I'm sat there at home now, I don't train, I don't do nothing regardless. I'm sat at home thinking, if I go to the mosque, something might happen. I don't think like that. My brothers don't think like that. My friends, none of us think like that. Yeah, I'm going to go there, I'm going to read. You want to stop me, come try it. Do you know what I mean? But nothing's going to stop me from my faith, because one, people always tell me, my uncle always tells me, for example, be the strongest Muslim. A strong Muslim is better than a weak Muslim. That's the deep, can mean a few things. But first, in terms of your Iman, be strong. Your Iman needs to be strong. You need to be reading the Namaz 5 times a day, etc. Be strong physically. Not so you can be a strong person, whatever. So if someone who isn't strong, they can lean on you for strength. Yeah. Be strong mentally and be strong financially too. Spiritually, physically, mentally, and financially. Yeah. Your friend now wants to avoid getting a mortgage or something, or he needs a helping hand. You're in a position financially set. and you can help that person. That's why you should be financially secure as well. It all works hand in hand. They all come together. They're all branches from the same tree. Faith, and then all these other things come with it. And that's how Islam for me ties into training and keeping fit and things like that.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good analogy. I think I'm trying to slowly get back into that as well. Yeah. And then I'd say to kind of round up now, I'd say future plans going forward with this.
Future plans is just to grow, get more people involved, more kids. They've got a big group of kids now, about 20, 30 of them that train. Then after them, there's going to be another bunch, a fresh bunch. Like how you saw like my brothers and these like now, they're like, it was me and my mates first. And after that, it was my brother's age group, etc. that were like 19 now. After that, my other brother's age group, who's like 15. Below them, there's younger brothers who are now training that are like 8, 9. Some are like 4. In a couple of years, there's going to be a new batch. There's new batches coming through all the time. It's just about helping them in disciplines. I get a lot of people's parents and stuff coming over saying good things, you know what I mean? Like, my kid listens a bit more now. And I'll ban him from training because I know he enjoys it if he doesn't listen, and that's why he listens and things like that. So it's just about trying to ultimately get more people physically fit, mentally strong in our community, and that's where the goal is, to just get bigger and bigger and reach out to not just our community, neighbouring communities, which is what we're doing. A lot of people from Rotterdam, etc. I've got people from Bury, Aki, Blackburn, Burnley, places like that, even Nelson, Barnoldswick that come. So it's just about growing bigger and bigger and bigger and just seeing where it takes us. Rizq's written and everything like that, so I'm happy. The only thing we can do is go there, tie your own camel and strive, so that's what we're doing.
You've said quite a lot of inspiring stuff. I say one kind of like quote or thing you want to say to kind of finish it up.
What can I say? Just try and be a better version of yourself every day. That's it. It's a cliche, but it is true. Be a better person than you were yesterday. In every aspect, all 4 of them aspects that we mentioned is the best way. And if you need, if you're in a dark place or whatever, reach out, go train, go do something. It's not as tough as it looks. You'll be better for it. I know a lot of people that put a lot of weight on and they feel a bit bad, etc. Come train, we'll help you get it off, no problem. Shout us, get at us. We've got a good community, good people from all ethnicities, people of all religions, people of all ages, sizes, all shapes, everything, and everyone gets on really well. So it's a really warm atmosphere here at NGB Gym. Try and get down, drop us a message or whatever.
I'll put your
just whack it in, and basic conditioning, and we'll get onto it.
But yeah, I'll wrap it up at that. Appreciate having you, man.
No problem. Thanks for coming.
I'll be working with him a lot now in terms of
man, get down. Take loads of video, loads of content coming out constantly now. We need it to blast it out.
Stay tuned for his socials.
No problem.
I'll catch you guys the next one.
No worries.